Passing touchdowns. It's the Falcons and the Bucs, and it's coming up.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good. Hello again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin along with Charles. Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What works in our final month? We're underway in Week 4 now for their first drive. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
And there was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him. But he only threw one touchdown pass, and you know he wants that to improve. He might even consider that as part of the reason that they couldn't take the win last time out. I believe we'll see a more aggressive version of him this week whenever they're nearing the end zone.
They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Second down throw coming by Willis. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season. And that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
The numbers for White a week ago. 20 carries, 88 yards.
And I'm eager to see how they deploy him in this game. Last week, a heavy workload. Do they decide to bring that down a little bit and try and keep him fresh? Or do they say, guess what? He's locked in. Keep handing him the football.
There's a short one taken in by Otten. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down. Willis out of the gun. Got an open man here. It's K.J. Hamler. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field
like this. I think you and I were a little skeptical it would be this easy, but they certainly knew in preparation and understanding what their team was capable of.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Guard there, but it's not going to help. Now they face a 3rd and 14.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Ball start, offense.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. Here's Willis, 3rd and long. Caught on the right side by Jones. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it'll be 4th down. And a good sign for them right now to have their young quarterback looking confident on the opening drive.
Now, we haven't met a young quarterback, a veteran quarterback. It doesn't matter. We haven't met a quarterback yet that doesn't tell us he's confident about his abilities, right?
That's true.
But when you're young, it's really important to get off to a good start because it does build up that confidence. It allows him to play better as the game goes on.
Especially crucial here on the road. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. The Falcons ready to go to work here on offense, and at the helm in his 2nd season, Charles, it's Desmond Ridder.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
Looking to throw it here. Ridder into the hands of London. And to the 36-yard line. Taken down there after getting 8 yards. But the numbers for London last week. 5 5 catches, 74 yards, and a touchdown.
And he was able to haul that pass in there, but he knows he's got a tough task ahead of him. This unit in the top 5 in the NFL against the pass. He's going to have to really work hard to get open.
A run for the first time with Bijan Robinson. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. And let's see, the Bucs with 6 DBs, so a dime set here on 3rd down. Working from the gun, Ritter. Well, they would have gotten the conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be 4th down.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt, and the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. To the air on 1st down, here's Willis. A quick throw, but incomplete. These two teams, they met in Tampa earlier in the year with the Bucs prevailing in that one. So a win here in Atlanta would give them the season sweep. On 2nd down, it's Knight. Limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21. You talk about this Falcon defense. They're a unit that enters play way down, number 28 in the NFL right now against the run.
And when people talk about facing a challenge, they are certainly getting one in this.
Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Marlon Davidson with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. 4th down, so Jake Camarda is out there. Cordero Patterson deep for Atlanta. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Falcons offense making their way onto the field. Let's take a look at the playoff picture coming into the weekend in the NFC. And as we take a look at the playoff picture, certainly still a lot of jostling to go in these final few weeks. For the moment, they would be a wild card team, far from locked up, but that's why this is exciting. These last few weeks, a lot to play for.
So much to play for, and remember, 7 teams in each conference go to the playoffs instead of 6. And not to mention, remember when the league made that move a few seasons ago to put divisional games at the end of the year? So you get to week 16 and 17, you're playing for playoff spots, and you're playing divisional games. Couldn't be more exciting than that.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Ritter. And that one to the right side and incomplete.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
A 52-yard attempt.
Koo knocks this one through the post. That will tie us at 3-3. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And they are back down to 500 following the loss last week. Consistency has been a real issue for them so far.
Brandon, you almost don't know what team is going to show up every week. I mean, there's no consistency with this ball club at all, and if we feel that way, I know it frustrates the coaching staff, and it also has to frustrate the key leaders in the locker room. They got to figure out how to get coordinated.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Here's Knight on the handoff. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
False start, offense.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. Now after the false start, here's 2nd and 7. Now they'll look to Willis to throw. And this is incomplete. Well, this defense for the Falcons, they really played well a week ago in that win over the Jets.
There's a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win. Looking to correct.
That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again. So from the 7-3, a former first-round pick in on the stop. They work now on 2nd and 9. They keep it on the ground. White again. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Willis. And he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
That looked great when he first took off, because in my mind, there was room to run, and he had the marker in his sight. But I certainly didn't expect him to close so quickly, and neither did he. They got to him just in time, and now that forced him to make a decision with his 4th down call.
And his kick here is good. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals at 6-3. So we're trading first-half field goals. No breakthrough on the touchdown front. We got a 6-3 game.
Yeah, and I know so many people look at a game through offensive eyes, right? They want to see how the game's played that way. You know how I'm going to view it, right? The defenses, to me, have responded well in this game. Like what I'm seeing from them. Both of them hoping to keep it to field goals and not give up big touchdowns.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And the stakes in this game certainly high as we get toward the end of the regular season. For now, they are holding a wild card spot, but there are no shortage of other teams in the NFC looking to take that spot from them.
Starting with the guys on the other side of the field, because they're on the outside looking in, and no one likes to be in that position. You want to be in the room, not looking inside to see everyone else having fun.
Ritter now. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Landry. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down. 6-3 is our score after 1. It's the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Atlanta, second quarter action. The Falcons with the football. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Ritter to throw it. Over the middle, caught by London. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. Ritter will set up to throw it. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to Robinson now on first down. That's some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. 50 yards rushing ball just 5 times.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
Throw over the middle, going to be caught here by Pitts. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. Now 2nd and 3. Second down and a run by Robinson. And here he'll get it down to the 7. That play gets him 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal.
The running game's played a huge part in getting him down to this point.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
Ritter back to throw. And that one going to be off target and incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different...
Touchdown, Falcons! Drake London, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons have taken the lead. That's an old-fashioned death march there, partner. Took them a lot of plays, but hey, they did the job.
And the defense always preaches getting off the field, making a play, and turning it back over to their own offense. Unable to do so. A long, sustained drive by the offense.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he'll return this one all the way onto the other side of the field.
Now that's the kind of return that warms the heart of a special teams coach. He'll be pushing us next time, Brandon, to make sure his guys are introduced in the starting lineups. These guys have such an influence on every game. The unsung heroes, remember, they have their own meetings, their own practice time, heck, their own spot on the bench in order to be ready to play each and every week.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked with his offense coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe something to press it a little bit. This might be the case.
It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a 1st down. Nothing too fancy, just a carry up the middle, but a successful carry up the middle against this 3-4 defense.
And to be able to do that, what do you have to control? The nose guard, right? Got to be able to move him, otherwise you're not getting anything up the middle. Nice job by the center. Got a little help from one of his friends playing guard.
And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They'll go up the middle with White. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 1st downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
White is not going to get a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Willis going to try to run it. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. His 6th touchdown on the ground, number 7 overall. And the Bucs are able to move back in front.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it worked very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And this late season game, of course, not lacking for drama when you talk about the AFC playoff picture.
Yeah, in a sense, it's the haves versus the have-nots, because this group on offense, they'd be a wild card if the postseason started today, but they know the guys on the other side of the ball are still in that dreaded in-the-hunt category, and they're hungry for a win today.
62 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. Here now, 2nd and 4. Option left, and Ritter keeps it. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately.
Holding offense.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. They'll run again here with Robinson. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Well, they came up with points in their first 2 possessions, but it looks like they'll come up empty here on their 3rd drive. The defense finally starting to get locked into them a little bit. Might have to go a little bit deeper into their playbook on their next possession.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line. They're going to call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And they will take over 1st and 10. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They begin the drive on the ground. It's White. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Now that's a run that warms a play caller's heart, because you're actually set up to do whatever you want on offense. You can come right back and run essentially the same play because you have momentum, or you can fake that running play and throw something deep over the top, or you now feel like you have an extra down to play with, because if you go ahead and just throw it and you don't get it, come back and try and pick it up on 3rd down.
To the air on 1st down. Here's Willis. Got a man. It's De'Ami Brown, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the 1st.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. Here's 2nd and 10. On the option, they'll go with Knight. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. 3rd down, it's Willis. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Nothing open downfield.
The situation, analyzing things, feeling the pressure, and then stepping up right through the middle and sprinting for a 1st down.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. The Bucs at 500 hit 6 and 6. But Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
Back to throw, Willis. And that is incomplete. The 3rd down battle won by Atlanta's defense. Solid coverage.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take, Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Bijan Robinson and the Falcons back onto the field. They're behind in the first half here, CD, but it's not through any fault of their running back. He's had a strong start to this one.
And you're right about that, partner, because watching him play, you would think that his team is in the lead. He has been a lot of fun in this contest. Now let's see if they can actually make something happen and put more points on the board behind his efforts.
Yeah, I'm curious to see, Charles, if they can play complementary football and get that passing game going as well. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Now a 2nd and 10. Ritter from the gun. This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. But 3rd down coming up. Ritter throwing on 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete.
Yeah, that's a nice job there defensively to blanket those receivers on 3rd down. And as a quarterback, all you can do is just loft one toward the bench. Not too close, mind you, and live to punt the football.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Well, Rachaad White and the rest of this Tampa Bay offense going back to work now. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. On 1st down, Willis. And this is caught. It's Brown. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
A run with Knight. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. From the gun, here's Willis. As they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. 3rd and 2, Willis. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Richie Graham. And the Falcons are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, let's get to some of these scores around the NFL here in a busy Week 14. We'll get started over at the Superdome in New Orleans. And it's the Saints who have the lead in the 2nd quarter. Michael Thomas, a touchdown reception. From there, let's head up to Cincinnati, Ohio to check in on the Bengals at home at Paycor Stadium. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Indianapolis Colts. Joe Burrow with 3 touchdown passes. Lastly, let's get to the Windy City. See what's happening with the Bears at Soldier Field. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Lions. Mike Evans, 2 touchdown catches on the afternoon. We were certainly treated to an entertaining first half. Both these teams with some high points and maybe a couple of low points as well. So it's going to be a question of who can be the most disciplined team going forward.
Okay, Coach. Yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. So we get set to start this third quarter. Here's the Falcons offense now. And they do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Now flags come flying in. One of the Falcons moved early.
Ball start, offense.
Now they nab the rookie there for the 5-yard penalty.
So much going through his head. You know it just has to be, right? All of his assignments and realizing every game he plays, one of the better players in the league will be opposite him.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on third down. Here's Ritter. And this will be caught by his big wide receiver. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the first down. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Bradley Pinion now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. This is taken at the 23. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5, and out will come the offense as they take over. Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half. 1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. They'll start the drive with a give to White. And he stopped immediately there.
Holding, offense.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Willis. This will be caught by Brown. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. And that will be incomplete. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 23-yard line.
2nd down throw coming for Ritter. That's caught left side to the tight end Pitts. It'll go down as a gain of 6. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Robinson will try to pick it up. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
Now that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first didn't let them get anywhere near it.
Here's Bradley Pinion now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. Set to take over. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. Now we're going to get a timeout. Here's we've got an injured Buccaneer. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, are going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Now Willis on 3rd down. Nifty move. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
Well, he and his offense were staring down what was likely a 3 and out. Zero fear from his side, though. Never doubted for a second they pick up the first. He's ready to pull the trigger on a keeper the moment it revealed itself.
This is Knight. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. On the carry, here's Knight. And he's got the 1st down before being taken down at the 46. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Knight. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Now we're going to get a timeout. Here's we've got an injured Buccaneer. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. 2nd and 9. 2nd down. Here's Willis. Well, that's brought in by Knight. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd down, it's Knight. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This from 54 yards away. And he missed it. It's no good. And this will stay a 1-score game as the lead will hold at 6. So an 8-play drive gets him down there, but play number 9, that winds up on this field goal.
And they definitely moved the ball well. That's a drive where you hate to come away with nothing.
Yeah, here now come the Falcons. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Robinson with another carry. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. And even 100 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
This pass is caught by London. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. That puts him in excellent position, first and goal after a gain of 19.
Well, this is a defense that's definitely on their heels now because they gave up the running play for good yardage one play ago. Now the pass here sets this offense up first and goal. They're going to have to dig in strong now because they've been in retreat so far in this drive. This offense on the march.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up second and goal.
Again, it'll be Robinson. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown. Bijan Robinson. His 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Falcons are an extra point away from capturing the lead.
Sometimes you get a first and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on first down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots at going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
Early touchdown. Here's Koo to kick off. Taking it about the 1. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. And I hate to point to that missed field goal from their last drive, but you look at the scoreboard, they would be in the lead if they had that 3.
Well, no doubt those points or those missed points do loom large, but here they're getting a chance for a makeup, aren't they? Almost like my time in school. I was always begging my teachers for a makeup exam. Here's their opportunity now to put those points on the board.
And every point becoming more vital here in the second half. Second down, here's Willis. And that'll be incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Willis from the gun on third down. He's got his running back out of the backfield, and he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
They'll run on first down. It's Knight, and he's on 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. From the 38 now, here's a 2nd and 7. On second down, it's Knight. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Willis looking to throw it. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Willis finding Otten once more. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it's second down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
On second down, here's a keeper by the QB. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. 14 yards that time, and a first down on the keeper.
First down, Tampa Bay.
Here's Knight on the handoff. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Second and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Second down, Willis looks to throw here. He's got Otten. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. Quentin Jefferson able to collapse the pocket, get to him, and drop him for a loss of a yard. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys.
Touchdown! Cade Otton, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Buccaneers answered back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. Now a toss coming right side. Knight. And he will get into the end zone for the 2 points. And that helps. That gives them a 7-point lead. They get the conversion. And, Charles, when you only have 2 yards to go, what do you think of the toss play? Because initially it kind of sets you back a little bit.
It does, especially if you get a lot of pressure coming towards you. But if you can get to the edge, if you seal the edge with your blocking, often your tackle or your tight end on what they call the play side where the ball goes, you can get to the corner, and that allows those big guys to get out ahead of the runner.
The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there.
Well, the current playoff picture, and you can see they are one of those 3 wild card teams, at least for the moment, but they have not clinched that spot, Charles. And look, their message has been clear. We're keeping our foot on the gas to the very end.
And how about the theater and the drama that's involved, partner? The best part, we've got a front row seat to it all. And I think this is obviously the ultimate goal when they added a 7th seed to the playoffs back in 2020. More drama, more teams in it late in the season, and more importance on games like this.
They run on 1st down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's 2nd down now.
From the 42-yard line, here's the 2nd and 8.
Again, it's Robinson. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The Falcons on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Ritter cannot escape, and they bring him down. Kalijah Kancey, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Here's Bradley Pinion now, as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. This is fielded at the 27.
Back now comes Tampa Bay.
They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. On 2nd down now, it's Knight trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, it's Willis.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Knight.
And he is going to have a Bucs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that pickup of a 1st down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here. Down late, tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
On 1st down, it's Knight. He's able to force his way through one man, but he can muster only about a yard on the play. 2nd down. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field.
The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. The second down throw by Willis. Out route, and it's complete to Brown. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
A gain of 9 yards. And the Buccaneer first down.
Willis on the option to the right.
And holding it, maybe the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. Big Calais Campbell fighting through to make the play in the backfield. So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. Now whistles here before the snap. Looked like one of the Bucs may have moved. The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long.
Willis headed left off the option.
He fights forward for a couple with a penalty flag down. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Up the middle they go. Knight. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
68 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive.
Here's Willis, 3rd and long.
And he fires one, but incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here.
Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. Going play action. Ritter.
And a quick throw here. That's complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 36-yard line.
Ritter now.
To the sideline, and that's well done. Able to drag the feet. He's going to have the first down.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson.
Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's a 2nd down and 9.
And 9 at the 40-yard line.
On 2nd down, a run with Patterson. And he'll pick up about 3 there, up to the 43.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And he's going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
This is a nice job of just taking what the defense is going to give you on 3rd down. You're not looking for a big play downfield. You just want to find something that can get you past the marker. They found it and were able to keep the drive moving.
Now Ritter to throw on 1st down. A throw out wide, going to be incomplete.
Well, they've been back on the heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Now Ritter.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
4th down, 10 yards to go. 4th down, big play. Here's Ritter.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. So the defense has to stay out and get 1 more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. It doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
A good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down.
Falcons going to use their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount. He got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball.
Willis, he'll look to throw it.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Lorenzo Carter with a big-time sack on third down. It's a loss of 7. And this one is right through. And that will extend their lead even further. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores. So, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but, boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. So time has run out on what will be a Tampa Bay victory. And it took a big fourth quarter to do it, but they were able to get the job done, and that's the bottom line.
No doubt about it. And let's face it, they had to be more